सरस्वती शिशुकुंज वगवाला बोर्ड सर second English medium subject English lesson 2 Tom Thumb part 2. Students, I already told you this story in part 1. Okay, you know about Tom. Okay, why his name was Tom Thumb. Now you will see further story in part 2. Okay, so you have to listen it carefully, so sit straight. Okay, students, so name of our story is Tom Thumb. It was a story about little boy Tom. Okay, so now listen it carefully and you have to repeat after me. Okay, so let's start. Mark and his wife Stella lived in a house on the hills. Okay, see here, you can see house on a hill. One day a son was born to them, but he was as short as Mark's thumb. Mark said, "Oh no, he is too tiny." Stella said, "Shh, don't say that. He is our son and we love him." "You are right. Let us call him Tom Thumb," said Mark. As time passed, Tom grew older, but he never grew taller. Mark and Stella always talked in whisper so that Tom's ears did not hurt. They walked very carefully so that they did not step on Tom. Okay, students, see here. Meaning is be quiet. Okay, be silent. Okay, students. Now next. Stella made special clothes for Tom. She made him a cap of leaves, a shirt of cobwebs, pants of petals, and shoes of wool. She also made tiny plates, spoons, and glasses from clay for Tom. See, you can see in the picture, okay? Tom's friends were the little creature in the flower garden. He played with the butterflies, bees, snails, and ladybirds. He always had great fun with his little friends. See here, students. Tom's friends were little creature in the flower garden, okay? Bees, butterflies, snails, and ladybirds. He always had fun with them, his little friends, okay? Now next. One day, he went to the pond to meet his friend Froggy. Froggy lived on the other side of the pond. Tom sat on a big leaf in the pond and started floating to the other side. Wendy Fish was swimming in pond. She was looking for food as she was very hungry. See here, you can see Wendy Fish, okay? She was very hungry, okay? She was looking for food here and there. She saw Tom and thought, what luck! I can see Tom Thumb. He will be my lunch. She swam up him and gulped him down. Okay, see, Wendy Fish swam near to Tom and she gulped him down. Gulp him down means ate him up whole. Wendy Fish ate Tom. Okay, whole. He ate whole. Okay, students. Till here, it was part 1. Now, part 2. Okay, students. So, listen it carefully. What happened to Tom in next part. Okay. Tom was a brave boy. As he reached Wendy's stomach, he thought of an idea. I can get out if I make Wendy open her mouth wide, he said to himself. He started tickling the inside of her stomach. Wendy started smiling. Tom tickled her harder. At last, she opened her mouth wide and laughed. She laughed so hard that Tom came flying out of her mouth and landed on the other side of the pond. Okay, students, see here. Here, what happened to Tom was a very brave boy. When he reached in the Wendy's stomach, then he thought an idea. How can I come out of it? Okay, so I have to make Wendy open her mouth wide. But how can I make it? Her mouth open wide. So he started tickling the inside of her stomach. Okay. So what happened? Wendy started smiling. Wendy started smiling very harder and at last she opened her mouth wide and laughed. She laughed so hard that Tom came out, flying out of her mouth and ended on the other side of the pond. Okay. Now Tom came out, flying from the Wendy's mouth on the other side of the pond. Okay. So now see next. See here, you can see Tom, okay? He came out of from the Wendy's mouth, from the Wendy's stomach, okay? Now next, he got up and ran to Froggy's house. Froggy was very happy to see Tom. Come in, my friend. You are in time for lunch, he said to Tom. As they sat at the table having lunch, Tom told Froggy about his adventure. You are a brave boy, Tom, Froggy said. But when you are ready to go back home, I will carry on you across the pond. I don't want anything to happen to you. Thank you, my friend, but I will go home on my own. I can take care of myself, said Tom. Froggy smiled. He was proud of Tom. We are also proud of him, aren't we? Okay, students, see here. Tom was a very brave boy. When he came out from the Wendy's stomach, he got up and ran to Froggy's house. Okay? Froggy's house. Froggy was very happy to see Tom because Tom was Froggy's friend. So Froggy was very happy to see Tom. Come in, my friend. You are in time for lunch. So Froggy says that now it is lunch time. So come in. You are in time, he said to Tom. As they sat at the table having lunch, while they are having lunch, Tom told Froggy about his adventure. Adventure means exciting journey. How he came to meet Froggy's house. Okay? Tom told the story. You are a brave boy, Tom, Froggy said. Froggy said that you are a brave boy. But when you are ready to go back home, but now when you will go back to your home, I will carry you, okay, across the pond. I don't want anything to happen to you. Froggy said, now you don't go by yourself. I will carry you, okay, and I will make you cross the pond, okay. Now I don't want anything to happen to you. Thank you, my friend. Okay, Tom said, thank you, my friend, but I will go home on my own. Tom said that I will go home on. I can take care of myself. Tom said, I can take care, so I will go home my own. Okay, by my own. Froggy smiled. He was proud of Tom. Froggy was proud of Tom. We are also proud of him, aren't we? Yes, we are also proud of Tom, okay? Because he didn't afraid when he went in the Wendy's stomach, okay? But he fight with means he got an idea to start doing tickling to Wendy's stomach and then he came out. It was adventure, okay? So Tom was a very brave boy. So Froggy smiled and he said that he was proud of Tom. We are also proud of him, aren't we? Yes, students, we are proud of Tom also. Okay, students? Now you know this story? I hope yes, okay. So with this video, you are also having worksheet and in worksheet there is word meaning and hard words and one exercise is also there that you have to write in your notebook and complete it with good handwriting, okay. Okay students, till that, Jai Hind, goodbye.